everyone. It is Will from Indiana.
Hey, Will. What's on your mind?
Well, going off the people's crusade against women and minorities, obviously with the Stanley Cup playoffs, I kind of wanted to talk about the Nazem Kadri situation.
Oh, yeah. It's unfortunate Bradley's remote today because Bradley loves Nazem Kadri. He appreciates the Iranian representation in the NHL. Same with Mika Zibanejad, for that matter.
Yeah, and again, as a Blues fan, I know I'm supposed to, and this does tie in with the kind of crusade against and a recent uprise in a lot of racial violence and racial threatening. But again, I mean, for those who didn't see it, there was an injury to the Blues goaltender, Jordan Bennington, that Kadri was involved in, and a lot of blame was put on him. And again, if you watch the clip, I don't think it was 100% intentional, even though he does have a reputation as a kind of bully in the NHL, not to the Tom Wilson level. But the main thing I wanted to get into was the backlash, and I think a lot of the NHL and especially the Blues handled this situation really poorly. And I think Kadri, with the death threats he was receiving from a lot of Blues fans, and I want to get into that in a second, but I think Kadri handled that situation really well. Being one of the only, or maybe the only, actually Muslim player in the National Hockey League. I mean, that takes a lot of guts, especially with how he performed. And in dealing with a lot of calling the Blues fans, calling him a terrorist, and a lot of other really terrible things that I will not obviously be repeating.
Yeah.
But I think the main point is just for all those people who have, and again, I know this does not represent a majority of Blues fans and a lot of hockey fans in general, but I think, again, what you're seeing, and especially with things that tie into things, especially like the Johnny Depp case or the recent rise in mass shootings, even though that's been going on for a very long time, I do connect it in a way to the recent rise in right-wing ideology, and especially for people getting it in the mainstream, like Tucker Carlson pushing this sort of mindset onto a lot of these people who in my mind are very indoctrinated in a lot of hateful right-wing ideology. And so for those people who are choosing to go out of their way, and again, you can dislike Kadri all you want to for his reputation as a bully, but if you are choosing to send death threats to someone based off their religion, based off their ethnicity, then you are lower than Nazem Kadri ever will be. Yeah. You are just absolute scum. I feel like I feel like I had, as a Blues fan, as a human being, not just as a fan of some team, I feel like I wanted to say something about that, because it's
well, Kadri,
shame on all of those people.
Yeah, well, thank you, Will. I mean, it's for people that don't follow. I mean, you summarized it well. I thought Kadri was Iranian. I'm sorry if I misspoke. His grandparents.
I thought his parents were from Lebanon.
Lebanese. Yeah, I'm sorry for misspeaking. I just wanted to correct myself. But yeah, I mean, part of why I do eventually, I want to talk about sports a little bit more on the show, or maybe elsewhere, is because something like hockey, right? Like, Kadri has very little allies in that community. It's right. A really right-wing tilted sport, as are a lot of sports, but particularly hockey. And speaking out about it publicly, we're probably one of the few, there's just not enough in hockey media that's going to do that. So I appreciate you making that point, Will, because that happened a few weeks ago. And I love the Blues. I like rooting for them because of Pavel Buchnevich, but what the hell is wrong with Bennington, dude? The guy who directed all this racism towards him. There's something weird about him, his psychology. I don't know. I totally
get that. Yes, I totally agree, and you should be, everyone should be saying that. And I'm honestly surprised the Blues haven't been clowned on more after this. And I agree, like at least Kadri is doing something to be. I think he's a board member of I forget what it's called, but it's to help spread like the game of hockey to a lot of different communities. And so I'm very glad he's doing that.
All right.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking the call.
All right.
I feel like I wanted to.
Well, appreciate it, Will. Have a good one. All right.
You too.
Bye.
Emma, you really should just start a sports show. The people want. The people demand it. The people are clamoring for it.
We'll see.
I appreciate learning more about sports. It's not something I follow, and I like to learn new stuff on new topics.
From your reaction, I'm guessing you're holding something back, but okay.
Oh no, I'm being quite legitimate.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, okay. I can read between the lines.
Emma's sports takes are just too hot to be unfiltered. They're like they couldn't just be coming like back to back sports takes.
Well, when I become unleashed, if I become unleashed and I try to do a little bit more of the sports talk, like I'm not gonna be able to hold back. That's for sure.
If you think sports are feminized now, wait till Emma gets her hands on them. You won't be able to tell the teams apart because they'll all be wearing pink.
All right, let's move on. Bradley says we have to get to more clips. I'm punting this to you, Bradley. All right, we got it. Hall monitor Bradley telling us we've got to get to the clips. I understand. All right, you want to do this Weinstein thing?
I do, yeah. The YouTube algorithm demands it. They demand the clips.